We're gonna seal this so literally you can go to brunch tomorrow this way, okay?
That's what he
Sleep
said.
like Jesus on a cross.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine. I had brides wear it for like a week, which is sort of disgusting. I would think they were afraid their husband would see what they really looked like.
Us is such a simple word, and us is much more than you heard. Two little letters come together, and then loneliness is cured. Yeah, us is something like a dream. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And us is fun and fancy free. Oh yes indeed. Two little letters come together, and then us makes you and me. I can't get enough, enough, enough. I can't get enough, enough, enough. I love us. Not just another fantasy. Us is as real as can be. Two little letters change forever, and we will touch the skies above the sea. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. 'Cause I love us. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, love of us. I can't get, I can't get, I can't get.
Good to go?
Who's gonna notice?
The camera has stabilization. So
Does it?
doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Like you can't like at a bar. If Steve hands you a shot, like you gotta grab it with both hands because he's shaking so bad.
Welcome everybody to St. Brendan Church on this joyous occasion of Bill and Lindsay's marriage. This is such a joy to celebrate it with them, that they join together as one in holy matrimony. I believe that they have found in each other a suitable partner to bring them happiness. And that happiness will come from the love that they share. And the love that they share with each other is a love that never fails. I hear about how they love to share their times polka dancing. They have a love for each other that they love to spend time with each other and with their families. And I could see with all the families here that there is a great love that's in their midst. Bill and Lyndsay, have you come here to enter into marriage without coercion, freely and wholeheartedly?
I have.
I have.
Are you prepared, as you follow the path of marriage, to love and honor each other for as long as you both shall live?
I am.
Are you prepared to accept children lovingly from God and to bring them up according to the law of Christ and His church?
I am. I, Bill, take you, Lyndsay, to be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you all the days of my life.
I, Lyndsay, take you, Bill, to be my husband. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you all the days of my life.
May God, the eternal Father, keep you of one heart in love for one another, that the peace of Christ may dwell in you and abide always in your home. Amen. I now introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Bill Dugas.
Get it?
Oh my, that's
Look at this long!
believe it.
I know. You've done a good job so far. I haven't cried. I thought I was gonna be like ball
I cried
out.
with my dad
Did you?
when he first walked in, so I feel like I got it out. I thought we were doing half songs.
I thought so too.
I don't know how we're gonna spin.
I'll lead it. Ready?
If I'm going to be completely honest, I spent several hours Googling maid of honor speeches and probably read through a dozen or more really good ones. There were always a common theme to them. Introduce yourself, say something loving about the bride and groom, and then propose a toast. But when I really sat down and thought about it, Lyndsay and I aren't really the mushy-gushy, I love you, hugging type of sisters. Sure, I could stand up here and tell you how Lyndsay's smart, kind-hearted, a good listener, along with a lot of other great qualities. But if you know Lyndsay at all, like most of you do, you already know all of these things. So I've decided to tell you a little something about Lyndsay that you don't already know. Nothing bad. Lyndsay had only 17 short months of bliss before she was blessed with a younger sister. Although I don't remember, there are many home videos of the two of us together, me always following Lyndsay around and literally repeating everything she said. Now, in true sisterly fashion, we weren't always friends. There were several of what I like to call wardrobe incidents, when you literally ripped the belt off of me that I wanted to wear that day to school.
But it was mine.
It was Lyndsay's. To her defense, it was hers. She did tackle me and rip it off of me. When we grew up and went off to college is when we really started to turn less into frenemies and more into friends. When my mom told us we had to live together my second year of college, I begged and pleaded that she let me live with my friends. Looking back on it now, it was one of the best things we ever did. So, Mom, I can now thank you for that. It wasn't long after college that I moved away and Bill and Lyndsay got together. What I do know is that Bill is the perfect match for Lyndsay. He is easygoing, level-headed, and can put up with me busting his balls, which is not a short order. So, although we don't hug each other at every greeting and goodbye, don't say love you 10 times before we hang up the phone like Kardashians do, and we will probably awkward hug after the speech is over, that's okay with me. Because at the end of the day, we just know. And after 28 years together, I can finally admit that I'm happy to grown up with such a great friend and older sister. So thank you to Bill for coming into Lyndsay's life when I moved away and for loving my sister unconditionally. With that, if everyone could raise their glass, I'd like to propose a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Lyndsay and Bill. May you find joy with each other each and every day from this day forward. Congratulations. Oh.
All right, so I'm Kyle McCormick. I will start off by saying the last time I gave a speech in public, I literally froze solid and had to take my seat again. So if that happens, if someone could just bring me a bourbon, we'll get through this. But no, Bill and I met just after I was in college, and we were valeting cars together. And The first event we ever did together, we were working at a billionaire's house here in Columbus, and while most people were probably checking out the fancy cars and the $1 million homes that were on the estate, I looked over to my left, and Bill and I were checking out a herd of deer that were running through the field. So I kind of knew at that point we were probably going to hit it off pretty well. So it was a pretty good start. Best memory I remember was Bill convincing me to get into a truck tire in downtown Columbus to take a picture, and he proceeded to roll me down the hill of the streets of Columbus, and I eventually fell out in the middle of the road. So there was many other good nights, some late night snowy night rescues, and a lot of other things in between that I've been told I'm not allowed to tell tonight. So Amy, I apologize. I don't have too much to go on. After that, I ended up moving away for a couple of years and went to Philadelphia, and I learned that Lyndsay and Bill had kind of started hitting it off and hanging out a little bit, and I remember coming back and surprising Bill for his birthday one night, and that was the first time I saw them together. We were out with Mr. and Mrs. Molnar as well, and we were having a good time, and I could kind of tell it was something special that was going to last. So a little time passed after that, and I ended up moving back here to Columbus, and ended up buying a house over in Hilliard on the west side here, and apparently Bill missed me so much that he ended up buying a house 3 doors down from me. So, I mean, I didn't know I was that cool, but I appreciate it, Bill. I get back, and a couple weekends into it, I go to give Bill a text, and I'm like, we should go grab some drinks, man. Like, this is it. You're back in town. And Bill, I get a text back, and it says, I don't think I can tonight. I'm going to be building birdhouses out in the garage. So naturally, I recheck my phone, make sure I didn't text my grandpa, and, well, apparently I did not. So I went on to find out, Bill did clarify soon thereafter, that the birdhouses he was making were for Lyndsay's students, where she's an occupational therapist. And naturally now I feel like a jackass, but that's just one extremely small example of the kind of people that they are. I mean, they're willing to do anything and everything to help you out. I can't count the number of times that I was needing Bill to come down, or I was needing to go do something for Bill, but we've always been there for each other, and it's been great. It's an honor. I appreciate the confidence in me being up here, and I couldn't be more happy for the two of you. So if you would join me as well in a toast to Bill and Lyndsay, congratulations.